Welcome back, guys. Team Smoggy here, and we're back with the MRC and the new league of GR4 with the Gttcc league, and we're with the beginners league, and it's round one, race one at Road Atlanta. Now, bearing in mind, this is the second time we started this race due to the fact of internet problems, so people will be slightly out of place, but nevertheless, I will try and go through it as best I can. So, putting it on pole was Centino, Jay West in second, Willy Wonka in fourth, fifth is at Lock, sixth is CMAC, seventh is Aldair, eighth is SG2, ninth is Marco, 10th is ZFS Kenobi, 11th is Scruffy Bear, 12th is Balstonovich, if I've got that right, and bringing up the rear is Alberto. So, we'll just jump back to Centino for the start of this rerun. If I can just get it right, it will do something. There we go. And we're on one light, two lights, three lights, four lights, five lights, and there's a jump start at the back already, and away they go. Centino gets a great start like everyone else out these, so obviously I'll go through the cars shortly. So down to the first corner, Centino holds the first position, Jay West obviously in third, this will get, there we go, into second, C-Mac third, Willy Wonka fourth, fifth is Lock, Aldair's sixth, getting chased down by Want Some Sweeties, eighth is SG2, ninth is Marco, 10th is Kenobi, Scruffy Bear has just picked up a half-second penalty there in 11th. Alberto in 12th. And last but not least is Balstonovich in 13th with a half-second penalty so far. So a great start. Very clean. Scruffy Bear now going up the inside of Kenobi. Gets the job done. Kenobi fights back. Scruffy Bear just closes the door on him. Obviously people will be taking their penalties as well. So we'll jump up to the front and then we'll go through the cars. So Centino is in the Mazda 3 GR4, still out in the lead, getting chased down by Jay West in the Audi TT. Willy Wonka's also in the Audi TT. C-Mac is in the Toyota Supra. Lock is in the Audi TT. Aldair's in the Mazda 3. Want Some Sweeties, Dennis is in the Sirocco, followed by SG2 in the Sirocco. Marco is in the another Toyota Supra. Kenobi is in the Supra. Scruffy Bear is in the Sirocco. Alberto is in the Sirocco. And last but not least is Balstonovich in the Suzuki Swift. So let's jump back up front, guys. Centino there just pulling the lead out from Jay West. Jay West getting closely followed by Willy now. We've seen Mac not too far behind with Lock chasing down. Bit of a battle there for 6th and 7th. Aldair and Dennis. Dennis really putting the pressure on Aldair now, trying to get past. Tries to goes out the outside, darts it back on the in. Whilst these two battle has made up for SG2 to catch him up with Marco close behind. Scruffy Bear still in 10th. With Kenobi just having a penalty there, just getting rid of it. Alberto's in 12th. And Balstonovich is in 13th. So there's a great difference in cars. Obviously the most, I think, is the TT and Sirocco for the first race, which is FR and FF cars only. So far Willy Wonka's pulled out the 126 for the fastest lap. Some little battles going on, Aldair and SG2 there, battling. Obviously there's no pit stops. Oh, what's happened to Want Some Sweeties? Let's have another look. As his internet still looks a little bit tetchy. It is. Does he run wide? Oh, I think the internet's just caught him out there. That's very unlucky. Manages to get it back on. Centino. Still out in first. Looks like Jay West is closing the gap on him. Obviously Willie's now picked up a half-second penalty. This track does give out penalties quite easily on certain corners. You only have to run slightly wide. C-Mac now under pressure from Locke. Haldare's in 6, holding steady against SG2, who's also holding against Marco. 8th in the Toyota. Scruffy Bear doing a great job in 9th. Give Scruffy Bear a good shout out for actually giving me the decal for my YouTube channel. Do very much appreciate it. And hopefully get to see it on some of the other cars for the next round, next week. Valstonovic has moved up to 11th. Kenobi's down to 12th. Must have had an incident somewhere. I do apologise again if I do miss some incidents out. It does look like Centino is getting caught down by Jay West now. Willy Wonka there in 3rd. Just holding back a little bit just to make sure in case something goes wrong with the 2 in front, and he made a little jump up into 1st. So another good battle going on with 5th place, 6th and 7th, Locke, Haldare and SG2 battling. Locke just pulling slightly away there. Haldare really under fire now from SG2, who's also under fire from Marco. So it's a battle of either attack or defend. SG2 goes up the inside. Does he make it stick? No, but Marco's now got the chance. Also SG2's just picked up a half-a-second penalty for that. Cutting the corner slightly. Now Haldare's got Marco right behind him. With SG2 still there. Obviously he must take his penalty on the next lap. Scruffy up to 9th. Alberto's in 10th. And Balstonovic in 11th. 12th is Kenobi. Seem to be struggling a little bit with that car, but I'm sure he'll get it back on track. So like I say, there's no pit stops in this, as Balstonovic runs it really wide. Flash of the headlights as well. Manages to get it back on track. As I say, there's no pit stops there, so there's only really one tyre choice, which is softs, or you can use the hybrid, which is mediums and softs. Again, obviously Marco's got past SG2, but SG2 is still carrying the half-second penalty, which will probably come off this lap. But SG2 is still battling. Gets up the inside of Marco. Plenty of room for these guys. Great racing. Marco still takes the lead. Locke also's got a half-second penalty, which will put him further back from C-Mac, who's in 4th. Willy Wonka there, still in 3rd. Hasn't made too much ground up, but just keeping that distance, just in case these two guys, Jay West and Centino, do have a coming together. You can see Jay West really up the back end now with Centino. Jay West right up the inside. Centino just closes the door on him. Great move. Now Jay West will have to think again, see where Centino's weak spot is. Maybe have to wait a lap or two just to get that gap again. As you can see there, Willy Wonka's still in 3rd, just holding that place. With C-Mac in 4th, Locke's in 5th. 6th is Marco, still getting chased down by SG2. Again, different cars with different attributes and different driving styles. For the Beginners League, so far so good. Scruffy Bear That up to 8th now. Alberto's 9th. Aldair is in 10th. Balstanovic is 11th, and Kenobi just bringing up the rear in 12th. So the back few are just evenly spaced out at the moment. Does look like Scruffy Bear is catching up to SG2. Obviously he's not letting SG2's not letting Marco out of his sight at the moment. So obviously this should be in a 30-minute race, but obviously due to internet problems we've dropped it down to 20 minutes. Obviously we did race about 10 minutes and then obviously the game decided to kick everyone out. I see Mac is still in 4th. Does look like Willie now is catching slowly up to Jay West and Centino. Still battling for 1st and 2nd. Some great liveries and all for their chosen teams and sponsors. We will go through them through the course of the season. Excuse me while I just grab a quick drink. Now you can tell Willy Wonka has really caught up to these two with them battling consistently, which is slowing them down. Centino doing a great job defending. Jay West is battling hard to get past him, trying to find a weak spot to catch him out. Jay West now with the fastest lap so far, also fastest purple sector. He goes around the outside. Centino's got the inside line, keeps it there. Jay West has to think about it again. Now this has brought Willie back into the contention for the top 3. I will jump across, make sure everyone else is going alright. See Max still in 4th, Locke still in 5th, Marco still in 6th. SG just falls back a little bit into the clutches of Scruffy Bear, who's in 8th. Alberto now under fire from Aldair. Not too far behind is Balstanovic. And 12th is Kenobi. Doing quite well, sorry, I should say. Even though he's in 12th, but it's still points at the end of the day. Puts a personal best in there as well. Again, there's another little small battle going on. Aldair really gets past. Oh, let's have a quick look at that. Was that just a slight little running wide off Aldair? Just go on chase cam. Alberto gets a little bit wide, comes back through, closes the door. Aldair's thinking about where he can put the car. Could be a penalty that for just running over the curb. Gets up the side of Alberto. Oh, just gets it on the curb, and the curb rattles the car into Alberto. Obviously he's let Alberto get past. Great racing, guys. And let the battle commence again. Aldair now up the inside of Alberto. Alberto just slightly running wide. He has. He's kept it going. Great move. Great stuff there, Alberto. Now he's got Balstanovic all over the back of him. Balstanovic now going up the side. A little bit of weaving there off Balstanovic. Just needs to keep that car a little bit more straight. Side by side. Going down to the last couple of corners. Balstanovic pulls another move. Doesn't make it stick. Alberto keeps his place. Some great racing at the back here. Balstanovic now comes past him on the outside, but he just gets past Alberto. Great move. So Balstanovic is now up to 10th. Let's move up the order. Now Aldair's out on his own at the moment. In 9th, Scruffy Bear's literally caught up to SG2 now, but he's got an half-second penalty, which will hamper him a little bit. Both in the Sirocco. Marco's up in 6th still in the Toyota. 5th is Locke in the Audi. 4th is C-Mac. Still trying to gain up on the top 3. Now J West is now defending against Willy Wonka, which has allowed Centino to pull away slightly. 2 Audi TTs battling. Who's going to come out on top? Jamie just got a little bit of a gap there. Going into the first corner. What we'll do is we'll jump on with Centino after this lap. Again, he's on racing softs. Tyre wear's not too bad. More tyre wear on the Audis than the Mazda 3. Looks front left just degraded a little bit. Same as C-Mac's front left. C-Mac now battling with Locke for 4th and 5th. Locke's defending quite well at the moment. We're obviously 14 minutes into a 20-minute race. These 2 guys battling again, which they have done in previous events, sorry. 4th and 5th. Marco now with SG2 now crawled back up the back behind him. Now with Locke and C-Mac battling, will this allow Marco, SG2 and Scruffy Bear to catch them up? So it could be a 5-way battle at towards the end of the race. But we shall see. Let's go back a little bit there to see what start this move. So J West is in 2nd. Willy Wonka pulls out on the inside. Who gets the better line? J West defends the line. But now Willy Wonka comes back on the inside to the last corner. Side by side. Holding on to each other. Going down to the first corner. Willy Wonka pulls the move out. Great move. Get up to 2nd. J West has to settle for 3rd at the moment, but he's still fighting back, sorry. Both Audis looking great. But again, this is allowing Centino to pull away with the lead. Let's go back to 4th and 5th. C-Mac now still climbing all over the back of Locke's car. Tyre wear is degrading quite rapidly. Well, not rapidly, but going down quite quick on the Toyota and the Audi TT. Marco still in 6th. Still got SG behind him. Scruffy Bear just looks like he's dropped off a little bit, but not too much. Haldaire's in 9th out on his own. Balstanovic, 1 second penalty. Still flashing his headlights. May need to change his button configuration around a little bit. Alberto 11, still going. Great position. Then it's only the first race of the season, so any points are worth it. Kenobi still in 12th. And we'll jump on with Centino for a lap. So we'll go to the first corner, drops it into 4th. Climbs up. As you can see, they're both Audi TTs battling. Goes into the tight chicane. S's, sorry. Still up to 5th. As you can see, the 2 guys still battling behind. But this is not worrying Centino. He's just getting on with the job of keeping it in 1st place and keeping it going forwards. Comes into the double right-hander. Again, Willy Wonka's now catching up massively, and J West up to Centino in that section. Goes down the back straight, up into 5th. Goes down the downhill now, braking late as he dares. into third, into the last chicane. Willy Wonka just slightly cutting the corner there, but nothing serious. Still keeping it in second. Last corner for Centino for another lap. Great, thank you very much, Centino, for the lap round Road Atlanta. Looks like it's going to be a freeway battle for first. Jay West now all over the back of Willy Wonka there. C-Max managed to get past Locke. Locke's not giving up though. Maybe he fell back a little bit, but he's still not giving up, which has allowed Marco to start catching up. Obviously with SG2 in 7th, catching up. Keeping each other in the sides. Scruffy Bear again in 8th. Still in the battle, I should say, sorry. Aldair in 9th, just out on his own, just taking in the views. Just counting down the laps now, not too far. Only a couple of minutes left, not even a couple of minutes, a minute and a half left of racing. Kenobi's up to 10th, Alberto's dropped down to 11th. Obviously there is good little battles all over the place. Centino now, still in first, really under fire from Willie. Jay West just dropped off a little bit there. C-Mac, Locke, still trying to battle. I think this could be the last lap. Again, it's bringing Marco into play with these two battling. And SG2. Again, just looks like Scruffy Bear has just slightly dropped off a little bit from the back of SG2's car. Aldair's still running in 9th. ZF's Kenobi, I do apologise, ZFS Kenobi in 10th. Alberto 11th. And it does look like we have lost Valstanovic. Willy Wonka's there, just picked up a half-second penalty. But it's a freeway battle. Centino just runs it wide. Obviously this is now, with Willy Wonka's penalty, will this allow Jay West to get up into second? It does. Jay West just goes past Willy there. So Willy Wonka's now down to third. Jay West, but he's literally caught back up to Jay West. So this is the final lap. It does look like Centino's won the first race of the season. He has. Well done, Centino. Jay West in second, Willy Wonka in third. Great racing, guys. Fantastic efforts for the start of the season. C-Mac now well under fire from Locke. Who can hold it? 4th is C-Mac. Does he keep hold of the place? He does for 4th. C-Mac. Locke in 5th. Well done. 6th is Marco. SG2 7th. And Scruffy Bear's off the pace a little bit, but comes home in 8th. Great racing, guys. Aldair bringing it home. It looks like he's bringing it home in 9th on his own. And he does. He crosses the line. After a good start, he's dropped off slightly. Kenobi now. Can he bring it home in 10th? Obviously we also lost some sweeties, Dennis as well, through internet connections. 10th is Kenobi. Great race, guys. And bringing it home is Alberto. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. And I will see you for the next race.